What up, beautiful peeps? And if you're tuning in, welcome to another Rayma Rant. So before we get started on today's rant, I had to show y'all my very stylish hoodie. Cameraman, pan down. I really don't know why I'm acting like there's someone else here. I am the cameraman as well. Y'all seeing that? Let me puff out my chest like I'm a muscle man. All the different versions of Mickey. That's sick. And before you ask where I got it from, I don't know, because I got it as a gift for my birthday. You know, I definitely got to be grateful and thankful to my eldest sister, Sunita. She well styling, she little brother. No, you know why? Because we is...
I'm moving every with me, family. With me, family. When we come to we must have fun. Turn up dance.
Stop. All right, I had to get my little fun out. I didn't get to go to Carnival this year, so let me have my fun. All right, now that you know who I was styled by for today's episode, and I got my warm-up in with my 7-second dance break, let's get to what today's rant is about. And I feel it's about something everyone goes through in their life at some point. And whether you want to admit it or not, today's rant is about people hearing or seeing what they want to hear or see. Now, as always, before I get into my opinions, I like to give y'all a little synopsis of what we're actually talking about here. And I always go to our good friend, Google. All right, as always, Google has come to my rescue once again. Thank you, Google. And you know what? I ain't even gonna front like I memorized it. I'm gonna read y'all a bit of what it says here, and then I'll piece it together myself. So here's what it says. Human beings want to be sure of everything. We tend to believe that our opinions are very well informed and valid, even though we don't know why we think the way we think. Now, ain't that true? It's not uncommon for these characteristics to outweigh reason itself. And this in turn is the reason why we say we only hear what we want to hear or see what we want to see. Now, this is due to something called selective attention and its function. And that consists of only focusing on determined aspects, leaving the other ones aside, especially when it comes to opinions and beliefs. Remember that one. Now, I know at first it seems logical to think this way for everyone because we can't pay attention to everything that goes on around us. However, this can lead to a cognitive bias that will prevent us from perceiving reality adequately. Make sense? All right, so if I'm gonna break down with that said, here's how I'm gonna break it down. As we grow through life, we formulate opinions and beliefs, right? Whether it be from family, friends, environment, experiences, whatever it be, right? And as we go through life, those get stronger. So when we go through a debate or a conversation, you know, our brain is triggered by certain words that kind of relate to those opinions and beliefs. So even though the conversation or debate in a whole has a point that it's proving, we only hear the part that interests us, and we may not get the point at all. You get what I'm saying? All right, so if y'all didn't get what I was fully saying, here's an example, and maybe this will drive home my point.
Oh yeah!
I always have this argument with a certain group of my friends and cousins, and it's about PC versus Mac. I think everyone has spoke about this at one point. And one of my friends, he always simply hates on Macs. And his main argument is it's just because it's too expensive. I'm not saying one's better than the other. However, I prefer Mac. Whereas my friend just completely hates on it because of the price point. So I looked at him and I asked him, hey, do you have an Apple product or do you have a Mac that you've used not just once or twice, but regularly for a period of time? And he said, no, why would I? It's too expensive. So I looked at him and I fully said, look, I cannot take your opinion seriously because you've never had an Apple product or a Mac to deal with on a consistent basis. So basically, you're just hating because you want to hate. So my cousin chimes in. And he goes, yo, guy, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yo, I have experience with a Mac. And I go, okay, that's great. So he goes, yo, how you can't take our opinion seriously? I go, well, did you hear what I first said? I cannot take your opinion seriously if you do not have experience with an Apple or Mac product for a lengthy period of time. And I looked at him and go, so does that apply to you? And he fully looked at me and he goes, I didn't hear what you said. But yo, I felt your energy and I was like, I thought like you were saying you can't take my opinion seriously. So here's the whole thing. He got heated, maybe because he wanted to get heated or jump into the debate, even though it didn't apply to him, because he had the experience with the Mac. But he only heard what he wanted to hear, so he could get his point across, even though it didn't include him. So you get what I'm saying now? When I say you only hear what you want to hear? Huh? So look, I don't want to rant about this topic forever, so I'm going to do my best to drive home my point here. Look, there's a few terms that you can coin along with hearing what you want to hear or seeing what you want to see. And one of those is, to really know someone, you must have walked in their shoes. And as it applies to the Mac situation, my friend didn't have use of a Mac consistently and didn't use it at all, really. Maybe tried it once or twice, but never really used it. So how can he simply just hate on it without even really knowing about it, right? In every situation, there's two sides to the story. And if you're only listening to one side, that's what you're gonna believe. But how do you know it's the rational side if you're not willing to listen to the other side of the story? You're only gonna hear what you wanna hear and see what you wanna see. In my opinion, I think all of us need to clean out both our ears, sit back, and listen to the whole story before making judgment or having an opinion. Because you might be making the wrong judgment or opinion. You might have the wrong bias that isn't rational. Now I know, easier said than done, right? But as always, I never said life would be easy. All right, y'all. So we made it to the end of this rant. And as always, I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for sticking with me through the rant. But you know what? These are only my opinions and beliefs. And maybe y'all out there, yes, you, have a different opinion. Or maybe you agree with what I'm saying, or you have something to add. I don't know. How am I gonna know unless you let me know, right? Well, the way you do that is you could start by liking, commenting, and sharing this video, or you can hit us up at these places. RatedNStudios@gmail.com, our Facebook fan page @RatedNStudios Inc., on Instagram @Rayma1, or @RatedNStudios. Or please, what we always want is for y'all to like and to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/RatedNStudios. So that's it, y'all. I hope y'all maybe heard or saw something that you wanted to hear or see, and you got something from this video. So until the next time, I'll see all y'all out there. Peace!